another Marvel movie. Here we go. Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Euroman movie report. This week, Thor: The Dark World. Thor: The Dark World is of course another Marvel-esque movie about, we have one of the Avengers, Thor, who had his own movie in 2011, then directed by Kenneth Branagh. And the first Thor movie was, in my opinion, a bit boring because it was a little bit slow to get started and the actors seemed a bit stiff and stuff like that. I didn't have very high expectation regarding this Thor, but from the trailer it looked a bit more action-packed than the previously mentioned Thor from 2011. And I must say, the story in general, the effects, they are much better than in the previous Thor film. And the story is somewhat like this. We have, after the events of the Avengers we saw in 2012, we have Thor traveling around the 9 realms, having to restore peace. All the while, evil lurks in the shadows in the form of the Dark Elves, which are led by Malekith, played by Christopher Eccleston, you know, Doctor Who, Destro, etc. And the Dark Elves, we are told in the beginning of the film, once ruled the 9 realms, and the 9 realms were covered in darkness, and in previous times when Odin's father Bar, he and an Asgardian army, they defeated the Dark Elves before the Dark Elves were able to release some sort of super weapon called the Ether. And then the Dark Elves, of course, were banished into some sort of garbage planet or something like that. But then in present time we have Jane Foster, once again played by Natalie Portman, discovering that where the Asgardians placed the Ether, and then this reawakes the Dark Elves, and they want to return to claim their ownership of the entire universe, etc. And then Thor, together with Loki, once again played by Tom Hiddleston, they have to defeat the Dark Elves. And all in all, the story, the effects, they are much better, as I said, than the previous Thor, and I felt very much entertained. It had film also had comic relief and a cameo by Stan Lee, of course. And we of course had Stellan Skarsgård return as the Nazi professor, and once again Thor is played by Chris Hemsworth, and he is more into the role now than he was in the 2011 Thor and in the Avengers, in my opinion. And the movie of course sets up after the credit scene for maybe the Guardians of the Galaxy. So all in all, a good film, good script, good acting, and it was cool to see Anthony Hopkins once again as Odin, and the other actors, they did a much better job here than they did in the previous Thor. And if I'm gonna rate this film, I would say 4 out of 5 Coca-Cola bottles. That's it. Euroman of Euroman's Movie Report signing off, and I'll see you in the next movie review. Bye for now.